Hey guys, well, we made it. It is officially over with 2020, or as I like to call it, the year that was, and we have now ushered in a new year. Does this count as the start of the decade, or did the decade already start with 2020? I don't know. Someone let me know in the comments. Is 2021 the start of the new decade, or was 2020 the start? I feel like I should know this. Oh well. But like I said, we made it. It's 2021. Happy New Year. And I thought that with it being the beginning of January, why not talk about what we all talk about every single year, resolutions? And are they worth it? Is what my question is. Uh, do we still need to do them? Because it seems like every year, a lot of us have the same New Year's resolutions, whether it be health related or not, financial related or not, relationship related or not. It seems like we always kind of have like the same like New Year's resolutions, or at least those are usually the more, I guess, popular ones maybe that people talk about each and every, whether it be the end of December or beginning of January. So I thought that would be a good discussion on whether or not we should still do New Year's resolutions. But first, I wanted to talk about something that happened last month, which was the December challenge, where I was challenging myself to get more consistent with cooking more and eating more at home versus ordering out, and being more consistent with working out and exercise or doing some form of physical activity, being consistent with that. And I know some of you guys that left some comments for me on what you guys were doing. So now it's time to check in with how your month went. I'll go first, obviously. So I think if I were to give myself an overall grade, it would probably be maybe a B minus C plus. I feel like I definitely wasn't 100%. Which, life, it happens. I'm not like sad over it. I've definitely, as we got closer to the holiday season of like Christmas and into New Year's, it definitely started to take a nosedive. As I was out more doing errands or just exhausted from either work or doing said errands and not even wanting to come home to work out or make a meal. Sorry, my cat was doing something. I wanted to make sure he wasn't doing anything that would land him in trouble, because that is his life right now. But yeah, I think for the most part, like I said, I feel like for the month it was more like, I don't know if I want to do like 70-30, 80-20, because I definitely had the beginning, the first 2.5 2 weeks, probably like my best. And that kind of goes in with New Year's resolutions as well. But that was kind of like my best, to where I was eating all, if not most of my meals at home. I was getting up in the morning, I was working out. Even in those instances when I couldn't do it in the morning, I was doing it either on my lunch break or after work. So that was stuff that I had struggled with before, was if I couldn't get it done in the morning, I'd be too tired to do it later on in the afternoon or evening. But those first couple of weeks in December, I was like determined to get it done. And then, like I mentioned earlier, life finds a way, as Ian would say from Jurassic Park. I think it's Ian. Anyway, as again, with the hustle of the holiday season and going out doing errands, stuff like that, it kind of, like I said, took a nosedive. But happy to say there was actual results, physical results of trying to eat as well as I could. I did drop 5 pounds, and I know initially it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a progress in the right direction for me. So I am taking that as an absolute win. But also, more importantly, because I know that our weights fluctuates throughout the days depending on the time of day, what you ate before, and things like that. I knew it was important to take measurements as well, and happy to say that even with the 5 pound loss, also lost 2.5 inches off my waist. And surprisingly, as I was talking to my cousin earlier, who was doing the challenge with me, well, the exact similar challenge with me, it's like the measurements in my arm and my thigh increased, but I wasn't sure if like one, I measured incorrectly. I did measure like twice, and this was just like 2 or 3 times throughout the month. Like every 2 weeks, I was doing like weigh-ins and check-ins with myself, and so like my arms and my thighs kind of like went up an inch. And again, like I said, I don't know if it's measurement error or if it's like muscle gain. I don't know. So I will continue to track that over this next couple of weeks to just see what that's all about. I literally could have gained something in those areas, but but it is what it is. I am happy with the results that I have attributed, and I am taking that momentum into the new year. So let's talk about some New Year's resolutions and why or why not they may be a good idea. Personally, I'm just going to put it all out there. I think that we should stop setting, or just with the statements of New Year's resolutions. I feel like by now it has like a bad connotation. It kind of makes you feel like you have to do something, and if you haven't done it by the end of the year, you're somehow a failure. So I think we kind of put like a bad connotation on New Year's resolutions. And even nowadays, we're all like making a joke like, oh, gonna do the same thing I did last year. That's my New Year's resolution. So I do feel like that maybe we should get away from making New Year's resolutions and just focus on legit goal setting. Because that's initially what your New Year's resolution was initially supposed to be. It's just setting goals for the next upcoming year to facilitate throughout the year to have accomplished by the end of the year. That's what New Year's resolution is supposed to be. But we have turned it into this sort of like joke, meme thing on social media. And I feel like that it's taken this bad connotation, and now it's just like whatever. But I do think that it's important to set goals for yourself, whether they be small or big. That's up to you. And that is what I am focusing on the month of January. It's really getting in touch on what are my big goals that I want to accomplish this year, and then really setting realistic expectations month to month, week to week, however you like divvy it up, to make sure that I am succeeding in exceeding. I can talk, I swear. Make sure I am doing what I can do to make those goals a reality and not just a statement that I make on social media or here on YouTube or to my friends or what have you. For instance, I am definitely trying to be more financially stable. It's tiring living paycheck to paycheck. So my goal is to start the process of, increasing my credit score. Me and my husband, we want to get a house this year. So we definitely, credit score is a big factor in that. And so my goal is to increase that credit score to get it into the highest bracket that I can. And I've already kind of started the process on that a few weeks ago, but like that is like big goal. One of the big goals for 2021. And then like month to month, I have like steps that we're taking in place to make sure that by the time we are going to get that house, that we get that house, or we get the house that we want and not have to be settling on something that we have to compromise on because of whatever reason. So that's kind of like one of the big goals that I am going to be focusing on. Like I said, I don't have it all written out and planned out as of yet. I really am going to sit down with myself to reflect on what it is that was great for me in 2020, what didn't work, and then really apply that to how I want to move going forward in 2021 of this year to bring these goals into fruition. I guess you could say I kind of have started that process because a couple of friends of mine were all going to get together via video chat because, we still out here in these COVID streets, y'all. 2021 did not magically turn that back. We still are living in a worldwide pandemic. Be safe and follow your state guidelines in being as safe as you can. Distance, mask it up, protect yourselves and others. That was my public service announcement about COVID-19 for 2021 this year. So we're gonna get together and we're going to do a vision board. If you don't know what a vision board is, it is taking your goals, whether it is for a year or for the next couple of weeks or whatever time frame that you're setting it as, and you're putting actual, like, whether it be pictures or quotes or sayings, memes, whatever it is that is a visual representation of the goal that you're trying to accomplish. You put it on a board, whether it be poster board, chalkboard, dry erase board, a physical specimen of some sort. However, I mean, it could be the background of your computer or iPad, whatever, to make sure you have a visual representation of what you're trying to accomplish that you can like see every single day, and that way it can help you throughout your whatever time frame that you're setting to work towards doing those goals. And like I said, one of those big goals for me is getting that credit scored up to work my way towards financial comfortableness. Is that the word I'm going for? I don't know. But another goal would be a goal for this channel, and that would be just trying to still put out weekly content. I know there hasn't been anything for the last 2 weeks, but that was just holiday craziness that I just really couldn't focus on getting videos out to you. But now the focus is getting weekly content out with you, and going to be trying a few new things. I'm still going to be giving you guys recipes and check-ins on how I'm doing in person. But there's a few things that I have coming out of the pipeline that I think will be kind of fun if I could execute them in the way that I have envisioned them. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy those as well. And I am hoping to update my camera soon if things that I'm working on pan out. Because right now I just use my good old phone to record everything, and that is that's a struggle, especially because it's just me. I don't have any other person who can hold a camera to get a whole wide view of things. So it's just me. So I have to do the best what I can with the equipment that I have. And so hopefully to update some of my recording and equipment to hopefully put out better looking and sounding videos for you guys. And also just coming up with different recipes to share with you guys to show you that eating at home doesn't have to be boring. If you follow me on Instagram, that's one of my captions almost with every meal that I post, that healthy doesn't have to be boring, doesn't have to be, I mean, we've all seen it, the bland chicken breast and vegetables. So having sustainability in eating doesn't have to be complicated. So hopefully with the recipes that I share throughout this channel that you could begin to see that too. Or maybe you might learn a new recipe and you want to try it out. But also I'm always open to suggestions. So if you want to leave a comment down below to, say what kind of recipes you would like to see, what other content that you like to see. I did get some good feedback on the sugar alternative videos. Do you want to see more educational videos about health and nutrition, or what I've been doing with my own health and nutrition to see if that works for you? Let me know. Like I said, I'm always open to suggestions, and as long as you guys keep it friendly, because this is a positive forward channel. We do not like the negativity over here. And that's really kind of been it for me with the last couple of weeks. It's really just been revamping to getting better exercise for myself, and like I said, cooking at home, because that is kind of like the big problem area for me, or it has been, or for the last like 2 or 3 years, is like consistently doing my meals at home. I'm kind of rambling now, but just a quick little wrap up. So December challenge was a success in my book. I did wind up losing weight, which was a big goal of mine. But the overall goal was getting consistent and making those meals at home and exercising. So I feel like I was accomplishing good things with the meals at home. Now, January, I really want to really focus on movement. In case you don't know, I have a desk job. Well, I work from home, but still it is a desk job. I'm sitting for hours at a time. I do get up and try to move around every so often, but I have to be productive in work. So, I really need to focus on getting movement so I don't become stagnant and lose the progress that I started making in December. So that's the goal for January: movement, physical activity every single day. And that, I mean, it doesn't mean I'm doing like HIIT workouts every single day. I am still taking it into a more realistic approach to where I am doing strength training 3 times a week, and then like a little yoga or walking 2 days a week. So like for instance, this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, strength training, Tuesday, Thursdays, yoga, and Saturday, Sundays is usually just lighter on like just walking, like going out with Sage if it's not raining or excessively freezing cold, because I am on the East Coast. So that's kind of a little insight of what I'm doing for the next couple of weeks as far as it comes to physical activity. And again, the thought remains the same on food. I'm trying to, eat more at home, not order out. And I forgot to mention how the meal prepping was going. Meal prepping is going good, all right, but I do tend to like fresher meals, if that makes sense. So I'm doing more meal prepping of lunches and breakfasts when I do eat breakfast, because I still am not a big breakfast person. And I'm trying to have veggies and stuff pre-chopped to be good to go for dinner. So that's kind of like my like meal prepping stages. Actually, I think that's a video coming up pretty soon on the channel, is my actual meal prepping routine. So I look forward to that as well. And that's really about it. Guys, tell me your goals for 2021. For those who are doing a December challenge, do you feel like it was helpful for you to do whatever it is that you set yourself to do? Share your goals down below. I want to know what you guys are up to. And, let's build a community. Let's knock it out together so that we can maybe hold each other accountable, or, just be a support system to say, hey, let's get this done. 2021. I feel like every year someone says it's my year for X, Y, and Z. I don't really do that much. It's just like it's still another year. It's another year to try to be the best person that I can be. Also, if you want to do a vision board, I think it's a good idea. If you've never done one before, it's at least a good idea to try it out to see if it's something that you'd be interested in. Why don't you follow me on Instagram or Twitter and post your vision boards if you're going to do one. I will be posting shortly of when I'm going to actually have my completed, and I will share it with you guys. I do believe in manifesting what you speak out. So if you want to join me in that, I guess that's the January challenge, is doing your vision boards. Or I guess for an actual challenge, think of even if it's just one goal that you want to accomplish here in 2021. Leave it down in the comments below, or tag me on Instagram and Twitter, and let's actually do it and get it done. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like what you see, please give me a like. Maybe hit that subscribe button to see the videos that's coming up every single week. Or if you just want to see what I'm up to, let me know. And I hope you guys have a better year than 2021. I feel like if we go in that mindset of we're going to have a better year, then you're already a step ahead than other people who are thinking it can't be better or worse than 2020. But I want you guys to go in there with that positive mindset that 2021 is going to be better, to be a better person than you were last year. And in the meantime, bye.